Dude, there's this one guy I know of. Okay, he was like in my previous company, and I won't take his name because in case he's listening, I don't want to First, I don't want to spoil his chances. So just what I'm talking about. This guy, fuck any new girl who joins office. Okay, who I mean, especially if she joins in our department or in a department who's on the same floor as we are, because basically in our eye line, and if she is fairly hot or she's pretty good, oh my god, he fucking goes and hits on her. But that's not it.
Okay.
He has 100% record in converting that girl into his girlfriend.
Wow. I mean,
Yes.
That is
okay.
incredible, bro.
That's one.
That is
And
amazing.
he's got a fucking pattern, bro. Like the girl will join, he will like first become friend. He'll offer to help her, and he'll become very friendly and this and that, and we're all like, oh my god, here he goes again. And then he will become, and then they'll become friends. They'll start eating meals together, this and that, and then like they start going out. Okay, that happens.
Okay.
Goes on for 2 or 3 months, and then another new girl, if at all, someone will join.
Okay.
And yeah, he's going out with this girl A, but he will start the same pattern with girl B, like become friendly, this, that.
Whoa.
And then
Dude.
girl A will eventually start getting mad and irritated or whatever. And then they break up, and girl A will leave the company. And this has happened in the 2-3 years that I was working there. It happened fucking every 3-4 months without fail.
Whoa.
Fuck.
He's a stud,
And
man.
he's got 100% record in patawing the girl and the girl leaving the company.
Oh my
What?
god.
100% record. Yeah.
What the fuck
Okay.
does this person do, bro?
It's nuts. And
Oh,
no
wow.
HR, nothing's, I mean, obviously for an HR action, someone has to complain. One of the girls has to, but it never ends
Yeah.
up. It always ends up in tears. Like the first girl will like fucking like, you don't love me, whatever. And then I'm assuming that's what she said. Who knows what's happening in private.
And
But
she leaves the
ends up
company
leaving
for
the
that.
company. Yeah. I think as far as I can remember, at least 4 to 5 girls have left the company
Wow.
because of heartbreak.
I think it's a matter of time because before, some crazy, courageous girl, I would say,
Yeah.
would go up
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
HR and just, complain. I think it's a matter
But
of
then
time if he
What
keeps on
is
doing
what
this.
is she going to complain against? That's the whole point. We had that discussion. What
Yeah.
do you think she can complain? It's not like he's harassing them.
No,
He
I
is being
know.
as friendly as anyone. They just
Yeah.
start going out, and he, as a personal choice, has decided to go with another girl. That has nothing to do
Yeah.
with the company, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is a girl going to go and tell the HR? No, he's cheating on me. What? That's not a fucking complaint, bro.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
but I think the companies are pretty sensitive about this. So even if say like a girl does go to them and complain, that he's harassing me or something, chances are that the company would take some action against this guy because
Sure.
they are
I mean,
sensitive
they would
in terms of
investigate first.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they'd just take action, they would investigate, but if it was all things being constant, and if I'm assuming there is no harassment going
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Because, I mean, they start going out with him. I mean, it's like a normal relationship, man. Like what do you see in college or whatever. Like one guy is there, he's going out with a girl, and then another hot girl comes, so he starts cheating on her with the hot girl. And then the first girl is like depressed, and then she just like, whatever. And then she
Yeah.
walks away. That's what's
Yeah.
happening. So that is not harassment. I
No,
don't know.
but I know this guy. I have a friend. So it happened to him actually. He was working in some company, and they had a small office party where this
Yeah.
this guy, like, he was pretty new, like he was just 1 month old in the company, and
Yeah.
he hit on some girl. Okay.
Okay.
And well, so she did reject him. I mean,
Yeah.
she kind of shunned him off. But the next day he kind of messaged him, and it was just a normal message, like no like
Right.
it was
Right.
just a normal thing. He just messaged,
Right.
and the next day, and this was a weekend. So on Monday, this girl complained against him, saying that he's been harassing me, phone calls and blah blah
Right.
blah. I don't know what. And they actually let him go. Like they made him resign. And they didn't ask any questions, no investigation done, nothing.
Okay.
They just took the word of that girl and they shunned him off.
Okay. I mean, I don't know the specifics of that case, so I can't really say what happened or what is right or what not. But in
Yeah.
this case, because I mean, we used to sit pretty close to each other and we were fairly friendly, so I could see what was going on. I could see everything that he says, oh my god, I mean, I've heard it so many times before. Like, it's a trap to lure
That
them in,
would
like,
be
and his whole,
hilarious, bro. How did you
Yeah,
control
that
your
would be
laugh?
amazing. Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like, I mean, we are taking this in a different tangent, but it's actually a very funny, like, when it happens in front of your eyes, it's like a fisherman going out to fish. You can see him putting the bait on the fishing line. Then you can see him swinging the rod, and then you can, the line going into the water, and then the fish coming, tasting, and then going back. Then another fish coming and hooking onto the line. Fuck, it's like clockwork, man. Every 3 or 4 months it happens, like
Okay,
Oh,
without
did
fail.
did you learn from this ever? Or
No, because as a rule, I don't do that. Even if
ah,
I've had instances of girl who, I mean, with girls, sometimes you get that vibe, right? That she's interested and she wants you to make a
yeah.
move or whatever.
yeah,
I never do that because this is fucking recipe for disaster.
yeah, it is. I mean, unless you know how
It
Yeah,
to
is
control
actually.
it, for not for the Casanova person, though.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
he's truly a Casanova, man. Like the way you say it.
yeah. Oh, I did have this one complaint once against me for watching porn in office.
From
Oh, really?
Yes, really. You
against
want to know the
him,
story?
against him.
Against me, bro.
Oh, but you just, I mean, you shouldn't really be talking about your porn
Yeah,
watching
you
activity
should.
and habits then if there's been complaints
If you
about.
want to know the story, I will tell you the story.
Oh,
And then we'll
okay.
edit it out, yeah?
Okay, if you want to. I don't think you should edit it. I mean, I think it's funny, but you see, if you think it'll get me in trouble, then edit it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so we had gone for a meeting once. So there was
Uh,
my boss, me, and another person from the legal department who doesn't work with us, but when you close, like you need to have a legal person. So she had come with us for some help that we needed from the legal department. So she came with us. Okay.
uh,
So meeting done, we had lunch from outside, and then we were on our way back to office. So we booked an Uber, and no, I believe this was the boss's car. I think. Oh yeah, this was a boss. No, I think it was an Uber. I don't remember, but we had a driver obviously in either. So there was a guy driving the car, and it was a sedan. And
uh,
this was like, I don't know, man, 3 4 years ago. So I don't know the exact details. Was it a Uber or a car? But I think it was a car.
uh,
Point of the story is I sat in the front because obviously it's a boss. I can't make him sit in the front, and the boss was sitting behind along with the girl. And I think he dozed off. Okay, he dozed off. I was sitting in the front seat and I was watching Game of Thrones. I guess a new season had come out or whatever, and I had it on my phone and I was watching it. I mean, I was
uh,
continuing from where I left off on my
uh,
headphones, and he had dozed off, and she was also on her phone, and she was, I don't know, whatever she was doing, because I couldn't see her because she was behind. And
okay.
next day I get a email that my boss wants to see me. So okay, cool. I go into the conference room where he had called me, and there was an HR person sitting there. And obviously when that happens, when there's an HR person, there's some shit has gone
Yeah,
down and you're
something.
in trouble.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, okay, what the fuck, like, are they going to tell me to fuck off or something? And I mean, I wasn't expecting that because I was doing fairly okay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we sit down, and then story starts. So Christy, we have a complaint against you that you were watching porn in office premises.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. Just, I know we've joked about it, but I'm 195% sure that in my life I've never watched porn in office, because
Okay.
there is no time to jerk off, whatever it is. It's not
Yeah.
because I don't want to, or whatever. I just don't think about it, man. Just, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I guess, at least personally for me, if when I have to watch porn, I have to be in a free state of mind and just chilled out and not like in a work mode or whatever.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've never done that. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't do that, but I don't know if you could explain what happened or what's. So then the HR lady is telling me that, yeah, so this girl, I'm not going to take her name, but this girl complained that you were watching porn, and she was, I mean, so that she could also, I mean, basically you're watching it in such a way that she could see it as well. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what? No, I mean, the only time I've actually interacted with her was yesterday when we went for the meeting. I've never been alone with her or in office. I mean, we're not even on the same floor. Like,
And
she's in legal.
this is the legal one, yeah? The
Is the
legal
legal girl. Yeah,
legal
that's the girl
department.
who
Okay.
complained against me. Yes, exactly. She's the one who complained against me. So I told
Okay.
the HR person that we don't work together. I mean, we're not in the same department. We're not even on the same floor. So the
Okay.
only time I've actually interacted, I mean, of course I've seen her and I know about her, but the only time we've actually interacted or whatever is
Yeah.
yesterday. And we were pretty much in the client's office, and we were going and we were in the car together. And of
Mm-hmm.
course we went to lunch, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, of course I didn't say that,
Yeah.
but in my
Yeah.
head I'm pretty sure I didn't whip my dick out and like start jerking off while eating, man, in public. So,
Yeah.
so she was like, yeah, no, exactly. That's when it happened yesterday. She says that when y'all were in the car, you were watching pornography on your phone. So I was like, what? Yeah, I was like thinking, what the fuck? When did I watch? And then, oh, okay. No, I was watching Game of Thrones on my phone. Is that what she's talking?
Oh, fuck.
What the hell?
Oh,
So
fuck.
I guess there was some scene or something. I don't know. I mean, I can't even
Oh, fuck.
remember.
I
Yeah,
could guess it once you started off with the story, but yeah, like, oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah, so that happened, and my boss like started laughing when I said that. I said it like, "You do you mean Game of Thrones?" Because that's what I was watching in the car, and my boss was like, "Ah!" Like he just started laughing, and the HR lady was also. I mean, you could see that she was finding it funny, but obviously she won't say anything or she won't laugh because she's
Yeah.
HR. So she said, "Oh, okay. Are you sure that it was this thing?" I said, "Like, I can show you, man." Like, and I took out my phone and I said, "This is what I watched last," and whatever. So she's like, okay, fine. But still, please be mindful in the future. I guess that's what something she has to say or whatever.
Yeah,
So I said,
obviously,
yeah,
dude. Yeah,
I will.
yeah.
I will absolutely be mindful in the future, and that's about it. And then I think she told my boss something that he has to send her some email or something. I guess something
Yeah,
to do with the matters closed or something. Anyways, I don't know. That happened in the background. I didn't get into it.
yeah.
But then she left and then she was like, "Sahi hai yaar." And then like we went. Of course, it's an HR matter, so we couldn't like joke about it at that time. But later, when we went out drinking with the team and all, like then we of course laughed about it. But
Uh,
yeah, so that shit has happened to me. There has been officially a
that's amazing.
sexual not harassment, I guess. It's not really harassment, but I think
You
whatever, watching
can,
porn in
dude.
office.
You can call it harassment. I mean, in a way,
Okay.
like, yeah, if it was actually porn, and you were together in the car alone, and your boss is dozed off, obviously, and you're watching porn, it could be deemed as harassment, in a way.
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah. So what else is new, man? What else is happening in your life?
Nothing. So Ayush is coming to Melbourne, which is very exciting, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So next month.
Fuck, that's sexy.
Yeah, next month
Okay.
he is coming for 10 days during Easter. So in Easter I have like
Okay.
8 holidays.
Holidays.
Basically 8 holidays
Okay.
in total. And
Yeah.
one day I have taken off on top of that. So basically he's coming for 10 days and I have 9 off. So it's like perfect.
9 off. Okay.
So that way it's freaking perfect. And yeah, so he just booked tickets yesterday, so that's very exciting. So
Nice.
Brilliant.
Hmm?
How long is it, by the way, the flight? What's the duration normally from
So
India?
if you come direct, it's 12.5 hours.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. And I recently learned that to go from Melbourne to Los Angeles, it's only 14.
Oh, okay.
It's 14.
Yeah.
Oh, because they take the east route, right? I mean,
Yeah, they take the
they
east
go
route,
east.
exactly, go the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, that's amazing. And
Yeah.
it's so freaking close. Anyway, so he's coming here, so I'm now like trying to make an itinerary about where to take him and shit like that. And then I was like thinking, and I was like,
Take them.
huh?
Who else?
What?
I mean, you said them.
Take him, not them, him.
Oh, take him.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
So
Yeah.
take him around in Melbourne, and I was thinking of where all I should go and stuff. And I was like, when you go to India and all, like you have like solid places where you want to go to eat food. That is not the situation here at all.
Yeah.
Like the vibe is completely different. So
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, so I mean there are places where there's some good food
Yeah.
obviously here.
Melbourne, I've always read and seen that Melbourne is like a sexy place if you love eating, and like a lot of restaurants, and if you're a foodie, it's like heaven.
Yeah,
Is what I
bro,
always.
it's got a lot of different and you will get amazing tastes and shit like that. Obviously, there's no question about that. But it's not like Delhi
Yeah.
scenes or something. Like where you go to like this Nukkad and there's this famous place that has existed for 25 years and they have this particular
Yeah.
thing. If you go and eat, you'll be like
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of this
yeah.
fucking world and
Yeah.
shit like that. That scene is
Yeah,
not there.
yeah, yeah.
You will have a million
Oh.
cafes where the food is almost similar like.
Same. Yeah.
So
yeah.
and it's very good, no doubt, but it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like
It's not the same eating style.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, essentially, what you're talking about in Delhi is street food.
Yeah.
Street food is like you
Yeah.
go to this place, they make this one amazing item, and they will only probably make that,
Yeah.
and everyone goes to
Yeah.
that place just to eat that. And then
Yeah,
you go to
no-
another place and make another item.
And
So,
nobody can match that. Nobody in
Yeah.
that area can
Yeah.
match that. Yeah,
match
that's true.
that. Yeah, that's true. Oh man, that's that way. Like Delhi, when I go to, I mean, it's been a while, but I pretty much without fail try and go to Chandni Chowk and like do the whole food walk and
Yeah,
eat those
seriously.
4 or 5 items.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
And yeah,
Dude,
it's amazing, man.
I was like last time when you were, I mean, you were supposed to come. I was like, we should go on a Sunday because Sunday everything else is closed and just the eating places are open. So it's not even crowded. It's the best.
Oh,
It's the best day to go.
oh, including Natraj and all, the Dahi Balla guy.
But yeah, so Natraj and all everything is open except for
Wow.
the other places where they sell like clothes and shit. That is closed.
Ah,
Oh,
okay. The
okay.
normal shops. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
Oh,
best time to go actually.
yeah, actually.
Gautam, do you remember when we went with Revant? So
Yeah.
for anyone who doesn't know, Revant used to be a friend of ours.
Oh, yeah.
He's no longer our friend.
Yeah.
Okay, he's no longer our friend. I agree.
He's no longer. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's up to him. If Revant you're listening, you can just come up and say sorry to us, and then then we'll accept you again. And of course, you have to suck Manyu's cock as well. That's another condition. And then
No, actually, you should
and then
convince Gautam. Gautam is like he's the one who's always.
No, I still won't, man. I still won't.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm done.
Seriously?
I'm done with him.
okay. Let's not get into private shit right now
Yeah,
because
right.
people don't understand these things.
So you're talking about that time we went
Yeah.
with Revant.
When we went for Lakshya's wedding with Revant and Mike, was it a Sunday? Do you remember?
I think it was a Sunday because now that I remember, actually the other shops were closed. So
Close. Yeah, it was
maybe.
fairly, and we had a good time. I mean, it was not too crowded or whatever.
Yeah,
it was like pretty
it
chilled
wasn't
out.
crowded. Yes. So
Yeah.
probably it was a Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I love going to Delhi, man, and like I go with that mentality of this time I'm going to fucking eat like crazy because there's like, there's a gap in my trips to Delhi, so every time that builds up, the craving or whatever you want to call it, it builds up, and then
Yeah.
and then I just attack when I am in Delhi. Manu, एक बात बता, like I mean, I know when we were in college and all, we used to just take off to like for a 2 hour drive just to eat one plate of whatever. We used to do all kinds of random shit. I don't know if you remember, man. We used to just sit at 10 p.m. in Delhi and we were like, fuck, let's go to Jama Masjid, man, and let's eat nihari. Or something.
Dude, this is all like Ramadan time, no?
Yeah, Ramadan.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
What a life.
It was amazing. Fuck.
Anyway,
So,
so like I had like Addy's there, right? So
Huh.
Addy's also food, so I would go with him afterwards. Like we used to go out like that.
Acha, this is where, like,
Sometimes.
when you were alone and we
And,
had
like-
left Delhi. I mean, me and Gautam were
Yeah. Once you guys had left, so Addy was the only other, I guess, friend who's so into fucking food and shit.
Okay.
So yeah, we'd go out to places. Like in fact, there's like a lot of things that he's also.
Oh, I'm sorry
Oh.
to interrupt. I'm sorry. I'm sure that was a very interesting story, like the rest of your shit. But for Gautam, I remember. So once I had gone to Delhi, and obviously if I'm going to Delhi, I'll meet Manu. So we had like I guess we had stayed over or something like that, and this was in the morning, and we were taking the car out to go somewhere to eat or something. And I remember Manu saying that, dude, I go like now that I'm on my own, I have this friend circle, and I get invited to like weird parties. Like in fact, I think one of the parties we went to was Navjot Singh Sidhu's son and all, right? One of those
I
things.
have been.
Okay, but that is not what I mean, one story I really remember is Manu was going out with this girl, and so I mean he thought he was going out with a girl, and then he went for one of these parties, and then he walks in, and he sees his girlfriend in quotes is making out with someone else.
What? Oh fuck. Dude, okay.
Yeah.
Bro,
That-
you guys are like the best friends that one person can have, man. Like this is great.
Oh fuck.
I can't believe I'm wasting my life like spending time with you fuckers, man. That was fucking painful. That like I'm scarred for my life, and you guys are fucking discussing on podcasts and making fun of me on that.
Dude,
That's
it's a nice story, man.
It is a reason for the anxiety that I have in my life right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which I haven't been able to get over.
Enough of the drama. Enough.
It's 12 years
Okay.
since this happened,
Fuck, you
and I
remember?
still haven't gotten
Oh,
over
fuck
it. Like you guys are like dickheads, man.
Gautam,
Like,
watch this,
fuck.
okay? Dude, what is the
I'm
name of that girl?
So fucking
Yeah.
proud
What
of
was the
this.
name of that girl? Do you even fucking remember that? Oh, suddenly we are all quiet.
Aussie Wi-Fi worked up.
Seriously?
No, I couldn't actually hear. Honestly, I couldn't. I didn't. But what did you say?
What's the name of the girl, by the way?
No, I mean, I was saying that, yeah, the way you're acting so fucking
That
pricey and like, oh my God, I'm pretty sure you don't even remember her
that is
fucking name.
no that is not like. I mean, that is none of your business. You guys are fucking
Ah,
annoying,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
telling you.
yeah.
Fuck
Right,
that.
right,
Ah,
right.
okay, it's okay.
Piss off.
But yeah,
Just
fuck,
piss
man.
off. Like, just stay where you are.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
fuck, man. But
what?
cheating,
Just
cheat.
I so hearing this, I have a question. What is like? What do you think is cheated? Getting cheated on is better, or you cheating on someone is better? What
Are
what
you
what
fucking
hurts you the
kidding
most?
me? You motherfucking Sindhi tubelight. Are you seriously asking that question? Which is better?
Like, no,
I can't.
clearly for Manu, I think yeah, cheated on is worse, but still,
Acha. Okay. Okay, let me ask you, Gautam. You have a girlfriend,
yeah,
okay, and you go to a party and you see someone else is fucking snogging her and grinding
yeah,
on her,
yeah,
okay. And then the same scenario, you go to a party and you are with your girlfriend, and eventually you're split. I mean, she's somewhere else and you're somewhere else, you're talking to someone, and this girl walks up to you and you start making out with her and grinding with her,
yeah,
and your girlfriend watches you.
yeah.
What do you think is better for you? Watching a girlfriend doing it with someone, or you doing it yourself with someone else?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think
the
Gotham has ever
same.
been in that
Obviously
situation.
not. Obviously not. I can keep my girl.
Gautam, what he's trying to say is you've never been in a situation where you had a girlfriend, you fucking jackass.
No.
Even there, he said, obviously not. I've never been cheated on, okay?
No, but seriously, what do you think?
I mean, obviously, man,
Obviously.
Obviously,
getting
what?
cheated on is not
Obviously,
great.
This is not really a question. Yeah, obviously getting cheated on.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like you're asking me, okay, so do you guys like eating mangoes or do you like getting fucked in the ass? I mean, what the fuck kind of comparison is that, man?
No, I think cheating. I mean, like if one or the other has to happen, I'd rather
Yeah.
cheat than getting cheated on.
Okay,
Yeah.
finally. Yes, genius, that's what we are
Finally.
saying.
Yeah.
That is what we are
Ah,
saying.
exactly.
If
There was something that Christy had said at the
Yeah.
start
So
of this
that's dude.
podcast,
That's
which was
exactly what I.
about Gotham thinking not
My
being
question
Gotham's
wasn't
like strong
my
suit.
question wasn't what is worse. My question was what is better. Like, would you want to get cheated on or
it's like he's got a shovel, man, and he's going on digging and digging. No, it's still not deep enough. I need to dig more.
I can't hear you guys. Okay, hello. Oh,
Oh, of course you
no,
can't.
seriously, I could not. I seriously could not.
Okay, no, but yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
don't know, man. I don't know if there is a discussion. I mean, unless someone has been like really, really scarred in his childhood and he gets off on getting cheated on, or someone who's like a real victim in life and like, he just needs a reason. See, it's happened to me one more time. I don't know, man, who would want to get cheated on? I'm not saying both are good. Even cheating on someone is not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were to choose, yeah, obviously, man. I mean, why would I want to get cheated on?
Okay.
But okay, but then to be honest, now that I think about it, well, like with any, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if I've been ever serious with any girls or whatever. But if I'm not emotionally invested, even if I get cheated on, I'm like, okay, whatever, man. Not like I give a fuck.
But
It's
but you
fine.
don't
Someone's
really care that the blame, like if you cheat on somebody, I mean the blame
yeah.
of like parting is basically on you. You know, so like if somebody's cheating on you, you can at least point the finger to them, to her mostly, that you did this. So like you are kind of clean, so you don't really want that. Like it's okay if
Exactly.
you are
That's
not
what I was going
clean
to
till
say.
the time you are not hurt
That's
enough.
that was pretty much what I was going to say just now. It's like I don't know if I've ever been in a serious enough relationship to be really emotionally affected by it.
Yeah.
But most of the times, after a while, if I'm trying to get out of it, and if she cheats on me, then it's like, thanks, man, for doing my job for me. Or like, oh fuck, now I have a reason. Now you can't even hate me. So
But
yeah, I guess
okay.
someone saved me the trouble of actually having an uncomfortable conversation. So I guess yeah, I probably thanked the guy. Thanks, buddy. She's your problem now.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how emotionally invested you are.
Okay. So then
Yeah,
then
I
then,
think
then
that's
let
what.
me rephrase then.
And whether you want to keep that relationship or you want to
No,
end it
then
out,
let me
that is
rephrase.
like,
Imagine you both are married, and then this question arises.
I guess that's a little more
Yeah.
complicated.
So would you want to be cheated on or?
Wow. I'm sure Gautam will be filling up with pride right now. He'll be like, fuck you, bitches. See
Fuck
my
you,
question.
bitches, yeah.
No,
See, my question is valid. Now go fuck yourselves.
I got out of the ditch. Yes.
Yes, well done,
Wow.
man.
7 minutes later, Gautam has understood the reference. Great. No, but okay, no. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's very complicated. Like the way I look at it, and I think I've spoken to Carol as well about it, which I hope she doesn't use as license. But and again, it may be different when it actually happens. I don't know, but theoretically, which is very easy to do, the way I'm looking at it is like, I mean, I'm obviously married to a person because I love that person and I want to be with the person,
Yeah.
pretty much forever.
Yeah.
So, I guess I mean, as long as it's a one-time thing, I mean, again, this I'm saying it now. I don't know what will happen in reality,
Yeah.
but theoretically, I feel like I guess I can forgive her, man. I mean, it's as long as it just happened because cheating, like anything else, is like if it is a mistake, people commit mistakes. It happens.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's how I think I would like to look at it. Again, like I said, I don't know if I'm able to deal with it emotionally at that time, if at all it happened, which I hope it doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah,
Manu?
yeah.
Yeah, you'll get out of it a stronger person, especially if it happens. So,
I think I'm strong
I don't
enough,
know.
bro.
Maybe.
I don't need that to make me stronger.
Huh?
I'll just go to a gym or something. I prefer that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Emotionally stronger guy going to a gym.
But
I guess thinking is not your strong suit either.
the other side to it is you might also lose trust for the whole, you can't then
You
trust
might,
her
man.
again.
So, like I said, man, it's very hard to sit here and actually say these are possibilities of what may or may not happen. What happens in reality or what I do in reality may be like something else, but theoretically, I would like to think I'm evolved enough if it is a mistake to, just see if the person is really contriving for their mistake and then like forgive them and try and move on from that. Of course, it may take an effect. We may need to speak to someone like a therapist or something to get over that. But I think I would like to believe that I would be forgiving enough to, because I think that person is worth
It,
it. I don't know.
again, it depends on the extent of what the hell happened, man. Like, what if like this person that you like cheated on? This does not mean just like physical, right? Like it could mean emotional as well. So if this person is now
In love.
in love with that person or something like that,
Yeah.
then it's like a completely different story altogether.
Yeah.
So are you trying to hold on to that or
That's
like
I don't know. That's not in your control anymore, though. Like if suppose in
yeah,
a case,
exactly.
yeah, she's in if your partner's in love with the person and that's why she's doing it, then I guess it's done, right? Then she's not in love with you or whatever anymore.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
probably going to end
Yeah.
it or whatever. So that's a different scenario. In the case where she just made a
So
mistake,
this brings back to your friend in office. Like
which
he
is
fell in love with different girls that we've heard.
I'm fairly certain that love had nothing to do with it. I'm fairly certain. I think that's another case of not being able to watch porn in office, so might as well create my own scenario.
Yeah.
So I think what we have all learned from today is companies who are listening to this and HR reps who are listening to this, please advocate for porn in your office and don't let it get more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Unless you work for a porn company, that's a different story. Probably advocate for less porn.
Yeah, what the wisdom? What the wisdom?
I guess, yeah.
You should be a policy maker, bro, in companies.
I
Change the way people.
Yeah, I guess I
work.
should
Yeah.
be. Yeah. I can imagine someone listening to this and thinking, wow, I want this guy to make the policies in my company. Yes, I can totally imagine that. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, so I think we've covered. Well, I don't know if we covered everything, but I think we've been speaking for an hour now.
Yeah, more than
So,
an hour now.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of done for you. I'm kind of done
Don't
with
think
you
like
guys.
people will listen to us the whole way, pretty much. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think
I'm
let's
shocked
wrap it
about
up.
Yeah, I don't. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
think
sorry. I'm sorry.
really-
Manu's pretending that we have listeners here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yes. So thank you guys for listening up to this point and sticking with us. Hope you liked it. If you are listening, give
But
us.
dude, it was you who said that we already have 55 views. Like
Yeah.
people are listening.
Oh my
At
god,
least
it's a
for the
joke,
50
man.
people who are listening, yes, thank you for listening.
It's a fucking joke that we don't have any. Oh my god. People, if
I
anyone
know,
is listening,
I know.
if
I was
anyone
just, I
is
was
out
kidding.
there, if
It's a
anyone is
fucking
out
double
there,
bluff, chute.
sure, you were kidding in
Chutiya
air
साला.
quotes.
अबे छोड़.
Okay,
ये
stop the
इतना
Hindi,
सही
bro.
था.
Stop the
ये
Hindi.
बहुत सही था.
46% of our
Okay.
listeners are coming from the US, so stop with the Hindi.
So 46. No, so we do have listeners there.
Based on analytics, I don't know how far it's true, but that's what it says.
Nice. So,
Have you all ever thought? Oh, I just thought about it. Analytics. The first four letters are anal.
oh yeah.
Oh my god, do you think that's where the word came from? Like, I'm analyzing right now, don't disturb me. So, like, Socrates or whoever the fuck, any big thinker in the whatever century.
2,000 years later.
Do you think that's possible?
Dude, I think there's only one thing possible. I'm gonna edit this out.
Wow, okay. Fair enough. I guess it's not funny.
And
Okay,
now I'm
then
going to
let's
keep
end
it just because Manu laughed at that.
Okay. Wow.
So, anyways.
This is a problem with having final edit. Fucking like a dictatorship. You decide what to keep and not to keep.
Yeah, because I have the editing software. Bitch.
Congrats.
Oh fuck! So the whole story about cheated and cheated on is not going to be there, man.
Who knows? I'll
Okay, guys. Okay, I think we have spoken enough.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for giving us your time. If you are listening to the audio version, please give us a like and comment on iTunes. It will really help us. And people on Facebook, on
YouTube.
What's the thing? YouTube. Yeah, you can subscribe and comment. I mean, I don't want just. I mean, if anyone is willing to do that, please comment and tell us what you want to hear about, or anything specific, things like that. And yeah, if you want to be a guest on the show, please let us know. We'll send you a fucking middle finger, so you can go fuck yourself.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Signing off. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, see you guys.